So we're going to answer the question, what is melody, in this video. And it's interesting when you look this up, there's several different definitions, and I'm going to read a few of them to you and give you my thoughts on them. So the first one is a sequence of single notes that is musically satisfying. Not a bad definition. However, I've heard many melodies that are not musically satisfying. And I don't mean that to be snarky. I mean that sometimes a melody is purposely not musically satisfying. Think 20th century atonal music. Another definition is musically satisfying sequences of notes collectively. Not a great definition because it's really not very clear what it's saying. Another one is the principal part in harmonized music. Okay, not too bad, but also not very clear or specific about what it's saying. Another one, this is better. Melody in music is the aesthetic product of a given succession of pitches in musical time, implying rhythmically ordered movement from pitch to pitch. So maybe a little bit wordy, but you get the idea that melody is basically pitches of music moving in time. But I think it does leave out one important element, and all of these have really left out an important element. And so here's another definition I think is pretty good. Melody is a timely arranged linear sequence of pitched sounds that the listener perceives as a single entity. And I think that's the key there, is that these pitches are arranged in time in such a way that the listener perceives them as a single entity. Having a beginning and having an end. And sometimes we actually talk about melody as being sometimes a question that's stated as one phrase and then an answer that is given as the next phrase. And so I think that's a good definition of melody. And I realize it's taking me a long time to get this out, but a arranged sequence of notes in time that a listener perceives as a single entity. So you can see here this is from a piece that I wrote. These are the single notes arranged in time that the listener perceives as a single entity. If you actually listen to that melody, you would hear it as one musical line. And so that's what you have there for my definition of melody.